Hello, welcome back to Ideas in Photography. Photography is called a practice, and the most important thing you need to know as young photographers, students of photography, old photographers, returning photographers, is it is about doing what we do. And this is about taking pictures. If you don't take pictures, you're never going to move as a photographer. There is no such thing as an elixir of photography that I or anyone else can give you. All these expensive courses, powerful books, whatever, hinge on you as the practitioner taking pictures. If you don't take pictures, you won't move as a photographer. It is as simple as that. And as you get older, like myself, it gets more difficult because you have other moves in your time. So when you're young, whatever that means, go out and take pictures. And one of the things we do in today's world is we work in a global world. Now, there's a lot talked about it, but one of the things that David Bates says in his book on art photography is globalization, in fact, means recognizing the local. So what we're doing is moving away from the centers of photographic excellence, London, New York, Paris, and going to look at the local. They're doing exactly the same. The Paris photo, New York, London, they want pictures from local areas. We need to expect that. In a sense, what you're doing is moving away from neoliberalism to something else. Wow, talking about politics, but photography is actually about reality. We photograph what is out there. To make better pictures, we have to recognize the world as it is, even if it is uncomfortable. And sometimes that makes the great pictures. So, in a sense, we need to recognize the world we're in. And we're coming to the end, maybe, of neoliberalism. And photography should recognize that. We should look, again, I'm just checking my notes here, essential strategies where we don't agree. How do we challenge people? Now, this works whether you're an art photographer or, in fact, you're a commercial photographer, because the brands have been doing this for ages, getting people to challenge it. Dove soap is looking at women in a different way. They're selling soap, they're selling lard, but they're using a strategy to engage the client. Equally, the photography, with a great powerful thing, social media running at the minute, this is about relations between you and your clients, you and your audience. And that relationship is something good photographers build on. Workshops, competitions, ideas. So there is a relationship between you and your clients. You need to speak to them. You need to engage with them. You need, believe it or not, to show them pictures. You need to function as a photographer. If you don't function, people think you are actually no longer in existence. Used to be in my day that if you rang up a studio and the phone was out of order, you knew he'd gone out of business. And at that point at the time, it was usually a he. Nowadays, if the Twitter feed, if the YouTube channel, if the Instagram posts are failed, are not being renewed, then where is the person? In August, they might be on holiday. At the end of the year, they might be on holiday. But during the year, you've got to function. You've got to hand out pictures to people. Don't give away your best things, keep them. But again, I come back to the rant at the beginning, and it is a bit of a rant. If you want to learn photography, take pictures. So, on that note, I shall leave you and see you next week. Bye-bye now.